This video was brought to you by Squarespace.
For the first time ever, we are taking our home on wheels on a ferry to a brand new country where we will be spending the next month touring the world famous Wild Atlantic Way. This is the start of our van life in Ireland adventure.
Ever since we bought Ellie, we have been exploring the UK for the best road trips and hidden gems that we could find. This has resulted in spending over 5 months in Scotland's northern coast, exploring the incredible North Coast 500 road trip, as well as exploring the regions of Cumbria, Ayrshire and the Isle of Skye, as well as many other spots across Scotland. The time has finally come for us to pack up our van and cross the Irish Sea to pay a visit to our Celtic cousins for 1 month of stunning coastlines, rugged cliffs and some pretty spectacular park-ups. Get ready for a month of van life in one of the world's most beautiful countries, as this is our story of van life in Ireland. Good morning everyone! The time has finally come for us to get Ellie prepared for our biggest road trip yet, and I literally cannot wait. Tomorrow morning we're going to be hopping on a ferry from Stranraer and catching it all the way across to Belfast in Ireland. It's going to be our first international trip in Ellie, and yeah, it's going to be so much fun. Before we do that however, we do actually have a couple of minor improvements that I need to actually make to Ellie. So as you guys probably already know, when we first bought Ellie, she didn't actually have any electrical system in place. So we had to install an inverter, a spare battery, battery to battery charger from the engine, and also solar panels with a solar charge controller. Now this setup was actually fantastic. It all of a sudden meant we didn't need to run our generator in order to actually power our van, and it meant we could just live off-grid without needing to worry about charging up. However, a couple of months ago when we were up in the North Coast 500, we actually started to have some problems with our solar panels. The solar charge controller seemed to have stopped working and we couldn't actually get any charge from our solar panels, so we had to figure out a way to actually fix this. Now I know when we actually first installed it, we had a PMV charger, I think it's called that came free with the solar panels, and a lot of you actually said in the comments about how we should definitely switch to an MPPT. So since I thought the solar charge controller was broken, I went ahead and splashed out on one of these bad boys. It is a Victron 15 amp smart charge controller. Hopefully it'll actually increase our amount of charge that we can get from the solar panels. At least that's the theory. It's a reasonably sunny day today, a little bit of cloud coverage, and we are currently getting 2.2 amps from the solar panels. So we're going to swap these over and let's see how much of a difference it actually makes. So I've still to check the app, but yellow light means absorption charge. Actually, I just realised I've still got the battery isolated. Just close this circuit breaker. Alright, let's see if I can connect it to the app. Okay, so this app's actually quite cool compared to the last one, which just told me the voltage I was actually using. It actually has like a live output of the wattage, the amount of absorption, the voltage of the battery itself, and if I've got any load connected to it. It is, however, saying it's only pulling 1.1 amps from the current, so hopefully that's just because it's a bit cloudy and not because I've made a massive mistake and swapped it to our wrong controller. I guess we just need to wait and see.
And so whilst Campbell is cleaning the outside of the van, I'm going to give the inside of Ellie a clean. Now, one thing we love taking advantage of whenever we come back to our parents is a really good Dyson Hoover. Now don't get me wrong, our Hoover is good, but it doesn't quite do the job like a Dyson.
Okay, so whilst the water is filling up, now is the perfect time for us to actually gut the van completely and show you guys exactly what we're going to be packing for 1 month in Ireland.
Okay, so we've pulled most of the stuff out from under the bed now, and Campbell's just under there giving it a quick hoover. So we're taking our barbecue with us, we've got our seashell jacket, we've got our uni oven because, come on, we've been away from Italy long enough now, I think we're ready for another pizza. We've got our weights, and we've also brought a box of Destination NC500 because you never know, we might bump into some of you over in Northern Ireland or Ireland and we want to be able to give you a book if you are wanting one. So yeah, we are getting there. This has been a task and a half, and we've just completely pulled everything out and given a really good clean, which has been the first time for a while, so it's feeling good, but the day has just gone and ready to get on the road now, I think.
Alright, we're all unpacked. I don't know how I ended up under here. The Hoover's dead, I've got everything out. It's looking reasonably tidy. I think it's just time we actually get packed up.
Excellent, I am very much ready.
Stop delaying. This has been the longest day ever. C'est la vie. let's get this tidied up and we can finally crack on, baby. Alright, so this is our park up for the night. It's literally about 1 minute away from Cairnryan Ferry Terminal because we're getting on Stenaline tomorrow and firing across to Belfast. Now I did actually read online that you could park up down at the Stenaline Ferry Terminal, but we weren't too sure and it seemed pretty busy, so there's a lay-by like literally just along the road that was completely empty and the road's quite quiet, so we thought we may as well just park up here for tonight and then first thing tomorrow morning we can head down there and get checked in. But I am absolutely exhausted from what a busy day it has been getting ready for this, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the morning. We just want to say a quick thank you to our partners over at Squarespace for helping to support this channel and make this Ireland adventure possible. For those of you new around here, Squarespace is the all-in-one platform for you to build a beautiful online presence and share your stories with the world. From websites to online stores to marketing tools and analytics, Squarespace is the perfect platform for you to grow your business or simply share your adventures. Using Squarespace, we have been able to create a beautiful website for our new business, Destination Earth Guides, to sell our travel guides online and also share our pictures from life on the road. It is the perfect platform if you want to start sharing your summer travel stories with friends and family back home, as it is just so simple to set up. Using Squarespace's powerful blogging tools to schedule your posts, galleries to share your beautiful photos, and members only area to keep your content private, you too can share your stories with your families back home from anywhere you want in the world. So if you want to create a beautiful website of your own, go to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Highlands to Hammocks for 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Right, we'll see you guys back in Scotland as we need to go and catch that ferry across to Ireland.
Good morning, the sun is shining, it is a good day and we are off to Ireland. We're just heading down to the ferry now and I cannot wait.
They're actually doing like proper security searches, they're good. You've not got anything illegal in the van, do you?
I don't, but I do have, well, I was going to say a very messy van, but we did tidy it yesterday so it shouldn't be messy, but there are still.
Okie dokie, lane 10 minutes late, oopsie daisy, and yeah, we're going to Ireland. That is definitely the closest we've been to the front of one of these boats. Hopefully we don't have any leaks, otherwise Ellie's going for a swim. Okay, this is definitely one of the fanciest boats we've actually been on. Fancy a little Nordic spa at Seabook.
You didn't tell me to pack my swimwear.
I know. What else is there?
There's a cinema, of course there's a restaurant, there's a games room. I don't actually know what else there is. What else is there?
Yeah, I don't know. There's our little budget seats is what they are, because we didn't know there was any of that, so I've not paid for any of it. So the ferry that we're actually catching today is a 2.5-hour ferry from Cairnryan all the way across to Belfast. It cost us a total of about £330 return for 2 people and a motorhome that was 7.5 metres long, which actually, come to think of it, is pretty expensive. I thought it was cheap because we only bought a single and then we bought another single, but when you add them together it really does add up. First destination of the trip, somewhere very exotic that we're not actually that used to. The Lido. We're usually more into Aldi's, aren't we?
You know when you come off a ferry, you're just basically straight out and we were like, we have no idea where we're going, where we're going to park up, what we're doing, so we've pulled in here just to kind of give us a couple of minutes to actually do some research.
The plan was, for the next week, we've got a lot of stuff still to do for the 2 books that we're writing, so the plan was to try and find a nice base camp here in Ireland with a campsite, toilet facilities, waste dump, everything like that, just so that we can actually just sit behind our laptops for about a week and just kind of crack on with the work that we need to do. However, us being so last minute as always, we're really struggling to find a campsite because everywhere is fully booked. I won't have any of this wild camping destroys campsites blah 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 because I can't find a campsite for love nor money, so I don't know what we're going to do really. Okay, first order of business obviously when we get to Ireland is try and find somewhere with a toilet disposal. Because that's our life apparently. Wow. Wow, it's busy. Where are we?
Port Rush, which I actually remember coming here before. This is called Sandhill Drive Motorhome Park, which looks really good. There's loads of spaces for motorhomes, and it looks like a nice little sort of seaside town.
And there's even a point for free chemical waste disposal, and I can't actually see any signs to say how much it costs, so I'm guessing it's actually completely free. I honestly cannot believe just how busy it is already.
Got 8 motorhome spaces.
And it looks like people are already in settled for the night. I feel like we might need to go and find somewhere else for tonight, man. This is why we wanted to get booked onto a campsite, because there's just so much time wasted trying to find places. Well, that was lucky, wasn't it?
Not yet.
Is he still sitting?
I'm waiting. It's not left. I'll tell you, this is a tense game.
I know.
Getting the next car parking space. If I pulled in enough, can you get out?
There is actually another van parked up as well, which arrived after us, I will point out, but he's sitting with his engine on down in the coaches area, and there's a van that's waiting to pull out. They're both sitting in the driver's seats, like some kind of Mexican standoff to see who can get there first. We're gonna need to do like a Tokyo drift into the space or something. Who knew it'd be so tense trying to get a motorhome parking spot? Oh yes! On you go. Go, 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 go. Cash money, baby. That's how you know you're living an exciting life, when you get excited about a parking space. This popular overnight spot cost us just €12 per day and was the perfect location in the heart of the cute town of Port Rush. Golden sands, crashing waves and a truly beautiful seaside view. This was going to make a very comfortable home for us over the next couple of nights. I tell you, Port Rush is a proper cute little place, isn't it, babe?
It is.
Just so many little indents and beaches and beautiful views from the cafes. Like the beaches are just stunning.
It's like bustling. Everyone's got those summer vibes because the sun's out. It's so nice. It is cold though, and I just saw the sign at the beach. The water temperature is 14 degrees and the air temperature is 13 degrees. So it's not exactly like a Caribbean day, but it is. It looks like it. It's beautiful. Isn't it?
Alright, so what's for dinner? What's that, babe? Hold up.
This is a Thai red curry. We've not tried this one before. We normally always go for the pad Thai, but
Yeah, that looks really good.
I think this one's calling our name tonight, isn't it? That's what I need.
And just like that, 15 minutes later, we have a genuine Thai red curry. A wee quick taste. That's amazing. I'm also using a soup spoon for all you eagle-eye viewers because we had 2 dinner spoons and one of them's gone wandering. How does this happen in a van? We had a cutlery drawer with all of our cutlery in it, and yet somehow we've lost 3 spoons in a year.
Okay, baby, here you go.
That looks so good.
Wait a wee second.
Oh.
Finishing touch.
Okay. Okay. My mouth is watering. This smells unreal. See if you could smell through our camera right now.
That good? Oh,
Why have you not had this one before?
I know.
It's so tasty.
Oh, I'm very excited for this one. So one thing that has been seriously lacking from our lifestyle since we were in Europe is a good exercise routine. So now that we're in Ireland, we thought we'd better actually get into it and start with a bang. So we're going to go out for a little morning run. Okay, coming up on the left. Still stunning views around here, like everywhere you go. Highview Holiday Park, here we go.
4-star.
Still 4-star. Alright, brilliant. So it seems as if we've got literally everything.
The funny thing is I was thinking a campsite will be really nice because I'll be able to get my mats out, do a bit of exercise without feeling like a spare part. But not gonna lie, the campsite is so small, so I feel like I'm still gonna feel like a bit of a spare part.
Yeah, it seems like the campsite actually has everything that we could possibly need. It's got a toilet block, showers, electrical hookup, waste disposal, and it is nice and small and quiet is the main thing. So yeah, we should be quite comfortable here, I think. There's even a little area over here with washing machine and dishwashing facilities, which is always good in a campsite. And I think it is £5 to use the washing machine and dryer. It's not bad, to be honest. Yes, we did actually have this problem before when we were up in Findhorn, up in the Aberdeenshire region of Scotland. Gemma said it was my coffee, but I'm pretty sure it was still her hair blocking up the drain. So we've not had any problems since then, so we're probably overdue a blockage, and I think that's what's happening now. Oh, oi! Bullseye straight in there. Oh, bastard. Alright, I'll try hosing it out then. Right, that should do it.
That was good.
And how was that?
Nice, hot showers, good power, just what I needed. We finished it!
What have we
It's
just
done.
done? It's all done.
It's all done.
Oh my goodness.
So in case you don't know what is actually done, about 4 months ago we accepted the mammoth task of trying to tackle 2 books at the same time, one being our Destination Sky book and one being a Where to Eat and Stay on a North Coast 500 with HarperCollins. And we've just finished it, the
What
first draft.
A good sailing.
350 places around the North Coast 500
It was done!
and it's done the first draft. Mwah! Well done.
Honestly, the past few days have just been solid, but it feels good, doesn't it?
It does, it
Feels
does.
good.
Oh wow. And it's actually looking like it's shaping up to be quite a nice sunset, so maybe a good one down by the beach. And also before we do go, I just wanted to say that the solar panels, massive success. This morning we actually woke up to 14 amps. There's about 200 watts coming in through the solar panels, which for 240 watt solar panels I don't think are too bad, since the maximum that we got on the other charger that we had was about 8 amps. So brilliant advice. If you're thinking about getting an MPPT, highly recommend it. And to be honest, what better place is there to end our first ever Ireland adventure in Ellie than at one of Northern Ireland's most famous visitor attractions, the Giants Causeway. So the Giants Causeway are actually a collection of 40,000 hexagonal basalt columns, and there are 2 stories as to how such a natural phenomenon came about.
The first was a volcanic fissure eruption which spewed out the ground and caused all these magical rock formations. And the second is that the Irish giant Finn McCool built the Giants Causeway to get himself across to Scotland to battle his rival. I'll let you guys decide which story you like the best. I definitely prefer the second one.
It really is quite incredible. The columns are just everywhere. They're like all along the shoreline here, and you can even see them like way in the distance over this bay. It must have been some eruption all those years ago, because it is literally just massive around here.
The last time we actually came here, we came at sunrise, which I would definitely recommend, because although it looks like the sunset is going to be absolutely spectacular, it does mean it's a lot busier. When we came at sunrise in May, I think it was, around 5-6 years ago, it was actually only us and another couple here, so it was much quieter. We had the whole place to ourselves. Still absolutely breathtaking though. The scenery around this part of Ireland is just insane.
No matter how many times you see pictures of it online and you see videos of it, like nothing quite prepares you for it, and every single time it just takes my breath away, because it is just, it's absolutely fascinating. I mean, really, no words apart from just wow. Like, what an end to our first Irish adventure, and I don't know about you, but I'm so excited for what we've got to come.
Me too, me too. This is just the beginning, and I mean, this first sight we've really seen, hasn't
I know,
it? So we've got a lot to see, and we are really looking forward to it.
Yeah, definitely. If you do want to see where else we're heading to in Ireland, guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join the Highlands to Hammocks gang. And if you did enjoy this video, give it a big thumbs up. It just lets us know that we're doing the right thing and you want to see plenty more Ireland road trip adventures in the future. And as always, guys, we'll see you again in the next one.
See ya!